All right, guys, welcome back to Be Strong Academy. Just wanted to go through the little macro cheat sheet I've made for you. You'll find it here in the classroom module of school in Be Strong Academy. There's an attached Word doc for you. But real quick, what are macros? Macros, there are three nutrients that make up the food we eat: protein, carbs, and fat. Protein helps build the muscle, carbs fuel our body like fuel in a car, and fats help us with recovery and hormone regulation. Getting the right balance is what's key and keeps us fueled and progressing in our lifts and our weight gain or weight loss goals. Protein, we want to aim for about 1 gram per pound of body weight. So if you're 150 pounds, you want to shoot for roughly 150 grams of protein per day. Carbohydrates, we want 2 to 3 grams of carbohydrates per pound of body weight. So for that same 150 pound individual, if he's trying to or she's trying to get a little bit leaner, lose fat, she's probably going to stay around 2 grams per pound of body weight, so 300 grams of carbs a day. And if they're trying to push the strength and beef up a little bit, you'll probably want to be closer to 3 grams of carbohydrates per pound of body weight, so like 450 grams of carbohydrates. Fats, we want to keep between 0.3 to 0.5 grams of body weight. So for that same 150 pound individual, we're going to be somewhere around 45 to 75 grams of fat a day. Now, this is all individually dependent on the person that is eating these foods. Some of us have a higher metabolism, some of us slower. So we'll need to start at this base, be consistent, and then slowly adjust to get the right outcome that we're looking for. So how do you want to break down, if you're just an individual out there trying to just live a balanced lifestyle, we want to be between 20 and 30% protein, 45 to 55% carbs, and 20 to 30% in fats. Now, if we're going to try to gain more muscle and we're an athlete, probably want to keep the protein a little bit higher, 25 to 35% of our daily caloric intake, carbs around 45 to 55%, and fats 20 to 25%. And don't worry, I have this cheat sheet in the school module that you can save, click on, come back to, and reference at any point in time. So if we're trying to lose fat, though, we want to increase our protein a bit more because we're going to keep our carbohydrates and fat a little bit lower so we can burn that body fat off as we exercise and train. So that we want to keep our protein around 30 to 40%, carbs 30, 40%, and fats 20 to 30%. One big rule that I have, and I see a lot of people step over this quite often, is we want to never slash our calories too low. So keep the diet balanced, and women should never go under 1,200 calories. It's a general rule, but it's pretty accurate, and men should never go under 1,500 calories. For most lifters and strength athletes, a better guideline is to stay above 10 to 12 calories per pound of body weight. Dropping that, you just start dipping into your muscle stores instead of utilizing the food for energy. And it also puts your hormones at risk to a certain degree. So, how to use this sheet that I have and the calculations: start with your body weight, multiply the protein and carbs and the fats in that guideline, adjust up or down on your goal. I would start with a week, see what your body does, maybe do another week, see if it plateaus, increases in body weight, decreases in body fat, take pictures. These are just some little guidelines that we use, and you can track yourself as well, and then make small adjustments week over week. You're not going to be able to do much in 1 or 2 days. We need to let the body run for around a week or two to where it normalizes, and then you'll start seeing a trend, and then you can adjust that accordingly. So remember, protein builds, Carbs fuel and fats help recover. Hit your macros, stay consistent, and make small adjustments when we adjust. All right, check out the macro sheet. Like I said, here in the school module, in the classroom. It's always here as a refresher if you need it. And always, strength starts here. We'll see you on the next one.